Your paycheck hit this morning. Feels good, right? Give it 48 hours. Because by Friday night, the average American has already decided the fate of that entire check without making a single decision. Here's the pattern: money lands, bills autopull, a weekend happens, and by the 15th, you're checking your balance at the gas pump hoping the card goes through. Not because you're bad with money, because your money never got orders. So here's my claim: what you do in the first 30 minutes after payday matters more than everything you do the rest of the month. Not budgeting apps, not spreadsheets, one routine. Run it every payday. Same order every time. And step one? It's 60 seconds long, and for a lot of people watching, it's worth over $1,300 a year. Free, not earned, claimed. Most people skip it because nobody ever told them it exists. But here's the twist I really need you to stay for. One of these steps, the one everyone thinks they're doing right, most people run in the wrong order. And the wrong order can quietly cost you more than any bad habit. That's chapter 5. Don't touch that timeline. If you get paid every 2 weeks and there's somehow never anything left, this is for you. If you make six figures and still feel broke, especially for you. The problem was never the size of the check. It's what happens in the first 48 hours. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 things. 1. The 60-second free money check. 2. The exact order to move your money and why order is everything. 3. A bill system that makes overdrafts basically impossible. 4. A number you can spend guilt-free, zero tracking. And 5. The payday mistakes quietly keeping high earners broke. I'm Sam. This is the American Finance. I make money make sense. No jargon, no lectures. Quick housekeeping. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Cool? Cool. Let's build your payday routine. The whole routine is 4 steps plus a setup. Setup once, then every payday it's almost automatic. Total time after setup? About 10 minutes a month. Less time than you spend picking something to watch. But before you move a single dollar, you need one number. Miss this number and every other step wobbles. Most people have never calculated it. Takes 5 minutes. Here it is. First, forget your salary. Your salary is a rumor. Your paycheck is the fact. Taxes, insurance, deductions, they eat first. The number that actually hits your account, that's your real income. Write that down. Now add up what leaves no matter what. Rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance, phone, minimum debt payments, utilities. That total is your floor. Your floor is the amount of your life that's already spoken for before you wake up on payday. Real income minus floor. That gap is your entire financial life. Savings, investing, groceries, fun, all of it lives in that gap. Most people never measure the gap. Then they wonder why the month always wins. Quick example. Say $5,000 a month lands in your account. Floor comes to $3,200. Your gap is $1,800. Every payday decision for the rest of this video is about defending and deploying that $1,800. I know, this part isn't sexy, but somebody watching just realized their floor is 90% of their check. That's not a routine problem, that's a structure problem, and you can't out-budget a structure problem. We'll hit that in the mistakes chapter. Stay with me. One more thing. Payday math changes with your schedule. Bi-weekly means 26 checks and 2 glorious 3-paycheck months a year. Semi-monthly means 24, cleaner for bills. Know which one you're on. It matters in step 3. Setup done. Number in hand. Now the routine. And we start with the only step in personal finance that pays you instantly. 60 seconds, possibly $1,300. Go. If you just got here, we're building the exact routine to run every payday. This is step 1. Your employer may be offering to pay you extra money every single check. It's called the 401k match, and 1 in 4 people with access to it don't take all of it. Here's the deal. Most companies run this. You put in $1, they put in 50 cents, up to a cap, usually around 6% of your pay. That's a 50% return. Instant, guaranteed. The stock market averages 10 on a good decade. This is 50 on day 1. The average match is worth almost $3,000 a year at the typical American salary. And the research on people who miss it found the average miss is over $1,300 a year. $1,300. That's a monthly car payment. That's 3 months of groceries handed back to your employer every year, quietly. And that's before compounding does its thing. The researchers ran it, missed 1,300 a year, and even at a sleepy 4.5% growth, that's nearly 43 grand gone in 20 years. Over a full career, it compounds past six figures for 60 seconds of clicking you didn't do. So here's payday move number one. You only need to do it once, then verify twice a year. Log into your retirement portal, find your contribution percent, find the match formula. If your percent is below the full match number, raise it today. 60 seconds, done. Sam, I can't afford 6%. I hear you, but look at the trade. Skip the match to keep $60 a check, and you're declining 30 free ones. You're not saving 60, you're burning 30. Nobody frames it that way, which is why so many people do it. One honest caveat: vesting. Some companies make you stay a few years before their match is fully yours. Your own money is always yours. Theirs may vest over time. Check the schedule, but for most people, it changes nothing. Take the match. Somebody in this comment section is below their match right now. Pause, open the portal, fix it. Then come back and drop the word claimed in the comments. I read every one, and honestly, those comments are my favorite thing on this channel. Match secured, free money claimed. Now the step everyone thinks they know. Pay yourself first. Except most people do it in an order that quietly costs them thousands. This is the part I tease at the start. Pay yourself first means one thing. The moment money lands, a slice leaves for future you, before bills, before the weekend, before you see how the month goes. Because whatever's left over is a plan with a 100% failure rate. There is never anything left over. You know this. And it only works automated. Set a transfer for the morning after payday, not the 15th, not when I remember. Willpower is a terrible employee. It shows up late and quits in December. Automation never calls in sick. How much? Aim at 20% of take home as the North Star. Can't start there? Start at 5 and step up 1% every raise. The routine matters more than the amount. A small transfer that always happens beats a big one that sometimes happens. Now, the order. This is where people lose real money. Where should the pay yourself first slice go? Emergency fund, Roth IRA, extra 401k, HSA, pay off the credit card. Do it in the wrong order and you can save your way into losses. Here's the order that wins the math. First, match. Already done. That was step one. Nothing beats 50%. Second, a starter emergency fund. 1 month of your floor in savings you don't look at. Because without a buffer, one flat tire sends your Roth money to a credit card at 24% interest. Defense before offense. Third, high interest debt. Anything above roughly 7 or 8%. Kill it. A credit card at 24% is a guaranteed 24% loss running every single day. No investment on earth reliably beats that. Paying it off is investing. Fourth, the HSA, if you're on a high-deductible health plan. Triple tax advantage. Money goes in untaxed, grows untaxed, comes out untaxed for medical costs. The IRS doesn't hand out many deals like that. For 2026, the cap is $4,400 for singles, $8,750 for families. It's the most underrated account in America. Fifth, the Roth IRA, up to $7,500 for 2026 if you're under 50. Money goes in after tax, then grows and comes out in retirement completely tax-free. Future you opens the green jar, and the IRS isn't standing behind you with a handout. Sixth, back to the 401k, above the match, up to the $24,500 limit if you can. Now, why be strict about the order? Because filling the Roth while carrying a 24% card is choosing an 8% hope over a 24% certainty. Order isn't a detail. Order is the strategy. Let's run our example from earlier, the $1,800 gap. The match is already handled inside the paycheck. Cost the gap nothing new. $300 finishes the starter emergency fund. $500 attacks the credit card. $250 drips into the Roth. The rest stays for living. Next payday, same play. And when that card finally dies, its $500 rolls straight into the Roth. That's the promotion path. Still with me? Good, because this step is the one that ends overdrafts. The bill sweep. One separate checking account that exists for exactly one job: paying bills. Your bills stop sharing a wallet with your weekend. On payday, one automatic transfer sweeps your floor amount into the bills account. Every autopay, rent, car, phone, utilities, pulls from there and only there. The money for bills becomes invisible to daily life you. You cannot accidentally spend the rent at a tailgate. It's physically somewhere else. Power move? Skip the transfer entirely. Most employers let you split your direct deposit across accounts: a percent to bills, a percent to savings, the rest to spending. The money routes itself before it ever touches your hands. You can't spend what never landed in reach. Level up, call your billers and move your due dates. Cluster them a few days after your paychecks land. Most companies will move a due date if you just ask. Takes one call each. Your bills start orbiting your paydays instead of ambushing them. On bi-weekly pay, budget your bills on 2 checks a month. Then, twice a year, a third check appears in the same month. That third check has no bills assigned to it. That's not bonus fun money, that's rocket fuel. Emergency fund, debt, or the Roth. The whole thing. Keep a small cushion in the bills account, a couple $100, permanently. It's shock absorption. For the month a utility bill spikes or an annual fee sneaks in. One-time setup cost. And overdraft fees become a thing that happens to other people. Notice what just died. The wait, when is rent due? Panic. The mental math at checkout. The overdraft cascade. Your bills became boring. Boring is the goal. Boring is what rich people's bills look like. Savings automated, bills contained, which leaves one pile, and this is everyone's favorite step. The money you're allowed to torch, guilt-free, zero tracking. Let me show you the number. Whatever's still in your main account after the match, the transfers, and the sweep, that's yours. Spend it on anything. No categories, no apps, no confession journal. Coffee, concerts, a stupid expensive burger. Nobody's judging, including you, because the important money already left. This step is why the routine survives. Budgets fail like crash diets fail. Total restriction, then a blowout. But when saving is automatic and spending is pre-approved, there's nothing to rebel against. Discipline you don't have to feel is the only discipline that lasts. One rule guards it. When the number hits zero, the spending's done till next payday. No dipping into the bills account. No borrowing from savings. The walls are the system. Respect the walls, and the walls protect you. Want it even smoother? Divide your guilt-free number by the weeks till next payday. $600 over 2 weeks? That's $300 a week. One glance at your balance on Sunday night tells you everything. That's the entire tracking system. One glance. One upgrade before we leave this step: the ambush expenses. Christmas, car registration, wedding season, your Super Bowl squares habit. Give each one a small monthly transfer into its own savings bucket, $50 to $100. December you will want to hug payday you. And look, this number is allowed to be small at first. Maybe it's Chipotle twice a week money, not weekend in Vegas money. Fine, it grows every time your income grows or a debt dies. The point isn't the size, the point is it's truly, cleanly yours. That's the routine. 4 steps. But I've watched smart people run all 4 and still stay broke because of 5 payday mistakes that hide inside doing everything right. The next 5 minutes might be worth more than the whole routine. Whether you've watched 20 minutes or just landed here, these mistakes are the whole game. Mistake 1. Letting raises vanish. You get 3%, your lifestyle absorbs 3%, net worth stays flat. The fix is the 50-50 raise rule. Half of every raise auto-raises your transfers before you ever taste the money. Half is yours to enjoy. You feel richer and get richer. Nobody loses. Mistake 2. The payday celebration. Check lands Friday, treat yourself weekend, then 2 weeks of ramen and regret. You're not bad with money, you're just paying yourself last. Run the transfer Saturday morning before the weekend starts, and the splurge caps itself. Mistake 3. Never reading the pay stub. Withholding errors, benefit changes, a 401k contribution that's silently reset to zero at the new year. It happens. It happened to a buddy of mine for 4 straight months. 90 seconds, once a month. Read the stub. It's the only receipt for the biggest transaction in your life. Mistake 4. Parking savings where you can see it. Savings in your everyday bank is savings you will spend. And at 0.01% interest, it's also going backwards after inflation. High yield savings account. Different bank, no debit card. Out of sight, earning around 4%, and annoying to raid. Perfect. Mistake 5. Waiting. Waiting for the raise, for January, for after the holidays, for the market to settle down. Meanwhile, every skipped payday is a rep you didn't do. And compounding pays for reps, not intentions. A mediocre routine started today beats a perfect one started in the spring. Before you throw your phone, one bonus mistake, and it's brutal. Running this whole beautiful routine on a paycheck you never negotiated. The routine optimizes the check. It can't grow the check. Your savings rate has a ceiling. Your income doesn't. Ask for the money. All right, routine built, mistakes disarmed. Let's run the whole thing start to finish in 60 seconds, because tomorrow morning, or whenever that next check lands, you're gonna run this for real. Payday hits. Here's the run. Match, set once, verified, capturing every free dollar. Transfers fire the next morning. Emergency fund, then debt, then HSA, then Roth. In order. Your floor sweeps to the bills account. Whatever's left is guilt-free. Done. 10 minutes a month. And if you take one thing from me today, take step 1. Because that $1,300 a year in missed match money, over a career with growth, researchers put it north of 140 grand, a house down payment lost to a checkbox you never checked. Here's what actually changes though. In 3 months, you stop checking your balance with one eye closed. In a year, money stress stops being background noise. Not because you earned more, because every dollar finally has a job. That's the escape, and it starts on one payday. Your homework, and it's tiny. Tonight, find your real number and check your match. That's it. Next payday, set the transfers and the sweep. 2 sessions, 30 minutes total. A completely different financial life. Now it's your turn. Drop your state in the comments, because state income tax, payday frequency laws, even overdraft rules change this game state to state. I'll point out what your state changes. Texas and Tennessee, your zero income tax changes the Roth math. California, we need to talk. I answer every one. If this earned it, subscribe. One video like this every week. And your next watch is already picked. My video on the exact order to fund your retirement accounts. It takes step 2 of today and goes 3 levels deeper. Your next paycheck is coming. This time, you'll be ready.